There's a religion where eating lettuce is a sin. And it's not just a few people who believe this, it's over 500,000. And I found them here in Iraq.
The Yazidis are one of the oldest religions on earth. They don't eat lettuce, they don't eat pork. For centuries, they couldn't wear the color blue. The world knows almost nothing about them. And just a decade ago, they were nearly wiped out.
ISIS is trying to wipe out the Yazidi people in northern Iraq.
500 Yazidis had been executed by ISIS.
As in the town of about 1,800, only 200 survived.
80 men were just killed following their refusal to convert to Islam.
Convert to Islam or die.
Convert to Islam or die.
Today, I want to understand what it really means to be Yazidi.
How do you describe the Yazidi faith?
And how something as simple as a head of lettuce became forbidden.
My plan is to have a lovely meal with the local Yazidi family, and when the time is right, I will reveal this.
And it all starts here in a refugee camp.
This camp in particular was built in 2014, and that means that some of the people living here have been here for over 10 years. Not only that, in this camp, over 3,000 children have been born. There are kids here who the only life they've ever known is that inside a refugee camp. That said, I've only been here for a short time, but there seems to be a type of lightness here. Their demeanor doesn't match their circumstances. While we're here, my goal is to learn a little bit more about who the Yazidi are and what they believe, but I also want to understand the circumstances that led so many people to winding up here. There is one thing I know for sure, and that is whether you are in a big city or the countryside or a refugee camp like this, there's one thing that brings everyone together, and that is food.
Wheat flour, water, salt. Simple ingredients, ordinary almost anywhere else. But for the Yazidi people, this bread carries the memory of home.
All right, so Salman, this is breakfast.
Yes.
It starts with some oil, and then comes the batter. What I like about this is she dips her hand in some water and she spreads it out by hand over this hot griddle.
We call it Shilik, a Yazidi traditional. There are three main ingredients: flour, water, and salt.
This is Salman, a Yazidi who understands his culture better than most.
The question I want to ask you now, it's probably the question everybody's wondering,
Yes.
which is, what is Yazidi? And how far back does the Yazidi faith go?
So our history, I think, is about 7,000 years.
Is it older than Christianity then?
Yeah, so it's before Christianity.
The Yazidis are a religious minority from northern Iraq, one of the most ancient communities in the world. They have their own traditions, customs, and a distinct religion called Yazidism.
We have our temple, we call it Lalish. We believe in one God, which is, we call it Khuda. The translation of this word is the one who created himself.
Christianity, Islam, Judaism, they're all religions of the book. But Yazidism isn't built on written texts. Most of its teachings are passed down orally, which means stories can shift depending on who you ask. And depending on who you ask, you'll hear that lettuce is an absolute taboo. Later, I'll put that to the test. But for now, there's one thing everyone agrees on: Shilik.
You can't hold it and you can keep it and it stays for a long time. Like shepherds, they always ready to have dry food or something like this to take and to carry. So it's more than tradition, like for them.
Though he's not Yazidi himself, Sangar is an Iraqi journalist focusing on Yazidi stories.
This is what also brought me to cover Yazidis a lot. The religion, the food, everything is related to the nature.
I think I discovered the fourth ingredient, which is the oil, which affects the flavor a lot, because that pan, you can kind of taste the steel of the pan, which I like, but it's a very dense, very satisfying, kind of chewy bite.
The Yazidi didn't have too much food in the mountain, so they used to living on this food. I love it. I always ask my mom to make it for me.
Oh, it's excellent. I love it. I've had something similar, but nothing quite like this.
Yeah.
Very good. You are not Yazidi yourself. I'm curious what has drawn you to this culture so much.
We had like a lot of misunderstanding about the Yazidis. We had all these tragic stories. They're nice people, and the sad thing is they're always victims, man.
I want to get into the history behind what brought all of these people to this camp in the first place.
One of the biggest explosions happened in 2007 was in the Yazidi areas that killed like hundreds of people.
That was committed by Al-Qaeda group. Many people were killed and many people have still been missing.
And then in 2014, the ISIS, which is Islamic State, they committed one of the biggest massacre and genocide was on the Yazidis. They took the Yazidi women, like as slaves, sold them in the markets. They were selling them within themselves. They killed the men and they brainwashed the kids to be their soldiers.
There is clear and convincing evidence that the crimes against the Yazidi people clearly constituted genocide.
Around 400,000 people fled from Sinjar, leaving everything behind and spreading out across neighboring countries in search of safety. But most of them moved east into the Kurdistan region of Iraq, specifically Duhok. That's where we are right now. This place was built in 6 months to hold about 10,000 people, and it hasn't changed much since. The tents have outlived their lifespan, and without fire barriers, things can go bad fast. Water, sanitation, electricity, none of it is reliable. Privacy is almost non-existent. Still, it was better than trying to survive an ISIS occupation. Schools and health centers are provided by the UN and local authorities. But within the camp, the Yazidi community builds what it can. Small shops, clothing stalls, even moments of escape. For children, there's no kindergarten, just open space where anything can become a playground.
I'm very curious about the camp itself, how it operates, how it works to be here. I spotted a food truck that's just going around honking the horn, waiting for people to come out. But how does it work? How do people have money?
Some people are daily workers that are working here in Duhok, in Kurdistan, but unfortunately, some families are very poor. They don't have money to buy, so we help them.
They're not getting any special discounted prices or anything like that?
It depends on the people who are selling ingredients. I think the price is the same.
So this is just produce, though?
Yes.
I mean, how are they getting their other needs met?
They got water, they got oil, they got simple services from the government.
When I visited a refugee camp in Lebanon, it was inhabited by Syrians escaping conflict. But here, it's different. The Yazidis are still in Iraq. Technically, they have full rights as citizens, but transitioning from rural farmland to urban Duhok has left many with few options, mostly limited to manual labor. For those who can't work, it comes down to aid, cash assistance, and food stamps, which means a meal like this, a meal with meat, doesn't reflect everyday life.
It's an honor to be invited into your home. I'm curious, how long have you called this place your home?
Kiro and Sevi are among the 50,000 Yazidis that escaped to Sinjar Mountain before ending up here.
It has been 11 years we're in this camp.
Today they're serving us something slow and comforting. A porridge that's been simmering for hours, made with chickpeas, bulgur, salt, onion, chunks of chicken, and milk. This is Samat, a dish closely tied to Yazidi gatherings.
This is a dish I don't believe I've seen before. Thank you, sir.
There's a little bit of milk, but you can do it also without milk.
It's super hearty. I can taste the dairy, really salty, but not too salty. It tastes like a cross between a chowder and a risotto. Can I take some meat? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Everyone watching right now thinks I'm an insult.
I took some meat.
Okay. Very good, tasty, savory, and very hearty. When is the last time you made this dish?
We make it just in some occasions and some of our feasts. And he says, when there is something tradition that we want, we make her cook for us, because she does it better than the new generation.
Because she's so good at it.
Yeah.
That first day, when you arrived here, you're going to your tent, the tent that would be yours to live in for some time. How long did you think that would last back then?
We were thinking that 1 month and we go back, and then became 2 months, and then 3 and 10, and then a year, and then children. Until it became our life here and we grow up for children. We did not even know what's ISIS. They said ISIS is attacking, so we all had to escape to the mountains. Eight days and nights we were walking. It was like very hot in the summer. We had nothing to eat. We only had a little bit of water and we were giving it to the children. I sent my son to go down to one of the villages to drink some wheat. So we grind it and we put it on the fire and made a little bit of bread for the kids, and we cut them. It was really tough, hard days until we made it here. They came to Kurdistan, they really helped us. They opened their houses, their doors, and they built this camp for us. We had a big family. I lost, not from my immediate family, but around 30 people from my family were taken by ISIS. She said, we really want to go home. We really miss it. We want to be back in our places.
Even now, Sinjar, the place most Yazidis called home, is still wrapped in conflict. Nearly 200,000 Yazidis remain displaced, many now rebuilding and starting a new life here in Kurdistan.
I can hear from his tone. Obviously, it's not easy to talk about, and it's still like kind of this festering wound that continues. I'm curious, what keeps you going today?
We pray with the sun in the morning and the sunset also, like we go, we visit Lalish. The way we pray is not always just praying for ourselves, but praying for other people in the world. We say it from east to Damascus. That means like the whole world, so we pray good for everyone.
In Islam, there's Mecca. In Judaism, there's Jerusalem. But for Yazidis, it's Lalish Temple.
The history of this place goes back to 2,000 or 3,000 years ago.
Their spiritual center, the holiest place in their religion, nestled just about an hour from the camp.
In Lalish, so there are many things happen, celebration, festivals, and we are practicing our Yazidi ritual. On New Year, more than 50,000 Yazidis are visiting Lalish.
I've been to temples before where you have to take your shoes off before you enter.
Yes.
Here, you have to take your shoes off
Yes.
from the parking lot. I'm curious if this place is equally as popular in the winter and the summer.
Yeah.
Because I can't feel my feet right now. When you come here, do you feel safe?
I feel like I'm in the heaven.
Wow, that's nice.
The last time that I came here was on Jumai, which is another Yazidi festival. When I came here, I made my friends and we celebrate, practice our rituals. And the other feeling is that the whole family comes together. They eat food and they see all rituals or festivals together, and we watch everything around here.
But for a people this ancient, peace has never been guaranteed. The very faith that defines them has made them a target again and again.
And Yazidi people have faced 74 genocides throughout their history. And so we Yazidis are expecting of another genocide in the future.
Why so many? Why has this group been so targeted over time?
People or other religions have many conceptions about Yazidis. They say they believe in devil. We don't believe in devil, so we believe in God.
At the center of Yazidi belief is the peacock angel, a figure who once defied God's command. The story echoes familiar themes from Christian and Islamic traditions, almost like Satan. But in this faith, he is not the villain. This single misunderstanding has been used against the Yazidis for centuries.
Just before ISIS genocide, we had like a million or more Yazidis. Now is like 50% of them left, they got killed, missing till now, like there are thousands still missing,
When your faith lives only in memory, it's fragile. There are no texts to protect it, no scriptures to set the record straight, just stories passed down and outsiders ready to misread them. The avoidance of the color blue, the caste system, even something as simple as lettuce.
This is their culinary kryptonite. How is it that something as seemingly innocuous as lettuce became forbidden in the Yazidi faith? And if they're not allowed to eat lettuce, where does the list of culinary restrictions end? My plan is to have a lovely meal with the local Yazidi family, and when the time is right, I will reveal this. How will they take it? What will the reactions be? I'm gonna find out. Thank you for inviting us over. It looks amazing.
Some displaced Yazidis have managed to find accommodations outside the refugee camp. Khalil and his mother Gaura lived through the same experience as Karo and Sevi at the refugee camp, but their story led them here.
Welcome to the beautiful Kurdistan, and we hope you enjoy the food.
Maskoof is the national dish, but everyone I talk to about what is the one dish I have to try before I leave this country, everyone says dolma.
At its core, dolma is about stuffing rice into vegetables and leaves. But today we're doing it the Yazidi way. First comes the filling: rice, black pepper, red pepper, cardamom pods, curry powder, chopped garlic, diced potatoes, chickpeas, cloves, chicken powder, oil, and tomato paste. That mixture is stuffed into hollowed out veggies like zucchini, eggplant, tomatoes, onions, and locally grown leaves. Then comes the layering. Everything stacked into a pot, followed by chicken. Then another layer of wrapped rice fillings. Oil, salt, dried limes, and water are added, and the whole thing is left to cook over fire.
This is a very traditional way. This is how they eat like 99% of the families here.
Oh, is that for me? I thought she was so hungry. I saw her loading this plate up and I was like, what'd she run at 5K this morning?
Please be honest.
Be honest, even if it was awful, I would say it was amazing. But luckily, it's amazing. The leaf they've used, it is so thin and tender. Inside it's a little tomatoey, a little sour. Oh, thank you. Some olives. Peppers. She just gave me a pickled chili full of hot, spicy liquid. That'll wake you up. So right here, this is the onion one. That looks awesome.
Bro, that's the best.
Same filling, same guts, but the onion, it adds a lot of sweetness and a little crispness as you bite into it. I'm getting addicted to these chilies though.
Pickles, she made it.
Oh, you made it? They're so good. One of the fascinating things around the Yazidi faith are around diet restrictions. And that's something I want to get into next. But first, I want to show you this. This is a head of lettuce.
No, he doesn't eat it.
Do you eat lettuce?
No.
No. Is that okay? Should I chuck it out the window?
No.
Don't chuck it. Okay.
It's okay to be here. It's like a tradition for us. It's just like alcohol when it comes to Muslims. Some people, they drink it and some don't.
How did this tradition come to be where the Yazidi folks are not eating lettuce?
I don't know the religious detail of it, but like this is how we grew up, to not eat lettuce. Everything else is all right, like except lettuce.
Really? What about drinking?
It's okay.
It's okay. Pork? Up to you.
Up to you.
Are there consequences within the Yazidi faith if someone does eat lettuce?
I don't really know what's
Does she know?
We don't really know the consequences of it, but I don't want to eat that.
Ask two Yazidis the same question, and you'll likely get a different answer. When it comes to the lettuce issue, one traditional explanation says lettuce leaves were once used to wipe the blood of martyrs, or holy figures in sacred Yazidi history. Eating it would therefore be seen as a form of disrespect. But since Yazidism relies on oral tradition, the reasoning behind these taboos isn't always universally agreed on.
Throughout this video, I've been learning a lot about the personal stories of so many Yazidi people here in Kurdistan. I'm curious if you could tell me your story.
We left Sangar in 2014, he said. Our story is just like all other Yazidi stories, we are also displaced. But like thankfully our situation is way better than being in the camp. We got this house, the church, they gave it to us because we take care of the church and we are very thankful. But he says like thousands of our girls were taken by ISIS, still missing and still being sold in the market. I'm sure he says like you Googled about the Yazidis and what they faced, like how we were suffering back then, and the suffer is continuing until now.
Because of misunderstandings and clashing beliefs, Yazidis have been pushed out of their homeland time and time again. Yet even in displacement, they refuse to let go of what defines them: their traditions, their food, their faith. For a Yazidi, waking up and facing the sun in prayer, choosing what to eat, deciding whom to marry, every act is simultaneously ordinary and cosmically significant. Life itself is the religious practice. That total integration of the sacred into daily life is perhaps the oldest form of human religion. And the Yazidis are among the last living carriers.
As somebody who is targeted for his faith, has all the adversity you've gone through shaken your faith?
She's saying, as much as it goes, we become stronger. And he said, just because we witnessed a lot from others, we always be strong, we always visit Lalish, we always keep telling our children about our religion and our faith, and we will continue that, So all we need is just like some peace, and we're following it more. We learn how to protect our religion also. This is what basically it is.